Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. I'm Amber. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can definitely do that on my website. I don't think that I said this in Gemini's reading, but later on tonight, I'm going to open my calendar back up for conference calls. So if you did try to book one like maybe a couple of weeks ago or for the last couple of weeks, I was really booked up, but I was able to get a lot of them like rescheduled and get them done. And so I have some slots that are available. I'm going to release the link for that later. You can find it on the community tab. If after this reading you still need another level of clarity, then you can definitely follow me over to the Patreon. The readings this month are particularly about karma. I am going to look at what your karma looks like, why you deserve that karma, who or what is bringing it to you. And then I'm going to get an outcome card, and we'll talk about in the extended how that outcome of this karma that you're experiencing or will experience here soon plays into your relationships overall, your love life, your finances in this karmic cycle that you're about to close out. I definitely just experienced quite like an energy shift. I did Gemini's reading first. There was a lot of collective energy that was coming out in the Gemini reading. I'm not sure why. Oh, you know what? I am sure why. Although I wish I had became sure while I was over there in the Gemini reading. That shit threw me for a loop. I was like in a holly jolly mood, and then some of the energy that came out in the Gemini reading really threw me for a loop, but it's because they're ruled by Mercury and because I was picking up a lot of mercurial or aka literal messages that are coming towards the collective, right? Messages about inflation, messages about money, messages about assistance, government, politics, or whatever the case may be. So that makes a lot of sense now. You, however, Aquarius, I am very much so more in like a logical, stern, stoic type of vibration as I came into preparing for your reading. I definitely like don't want to keep like scaring y'all or making y'all anxious or whatever the case may be, but it started to come out in the Gemini reading that people need to be very concerned about natural resources. Lights, utilities, power, water, basic needs, food, things of that nature, shelter. I'm not surprised that it's coming forward in a more like direct way, more logical way now that I'm over here in your energy, because you are the humanitarian, because you rule, like not just the rebellious sides of things, but you would rule like protest, right? Or a protesting type of energy. If anybody's going to stand up for humanity, it's going to be you, right? Willing to go the lengths, like willing to do peaceful things, but also willing to do edgy fucking things, disruptive things on behalf of other people, on behalf of the collective, and have your emotions detached or removed as you do it. So because Saturn is retrograde 0 degrees right now in your sign, a lot of you guys could be feeling that way, just really agitated, edgy, irritated, all of the above about what you're seeing in the news, about just, on a global level, about like what you're seeing in the news, what we're all experiencing as a people, but also like as down below, as above so below, also about what you're experiencing directly as a result of those things, but also like what your family members are experiencing, or your coworkers or colleagues or your neighbors, your community, your tribe, right around you. Some of you guys may feel like a really strong urge to switch your careers, your career paths, right? Because maybe you're doing something that's glamorous, or you're doing something that you felt was a good fit for you as a child, or how can I describe it? it would like be an energy of someone who like always wanted to be a makeup designer, or you know, a cosmetologist or something of that nature, right? But then getting within that industry and seeing the ugly side of it, no pun intended. Seeing like the cost of production when it comes to makeup and cosmetics and things of that nature, or waste more so, right? Maybe working at a place like Sephora or something like that and seeing like all of the testers, or you know, makeup palettes or eyeshadow palettes that they actually throw away. And so some of you guys may have either been in the pursuit of something like this for a while, or you just finally got to the other side of it, like you went to school for it, or you know, you worked your way up the chain or up the ladder, and now you're like in your dream job. But now it's kind of like a, what the, I don't belong here with these people doing this. You know what I mean? Like, they're throwing away all of these lipstick testers after testing them on fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like, so for my Aquarians, before I even get into your karma, get into your reading, I can tell you that a lot of you guys are going to be experiencing that. There is this energy of your true purpose, your true mission being revealed to you through a path that you thought that you were supposed to take, but it was only supposed to lead you into a bigger purpose. It's so funny because I'm using the Urban Tarot, but when I just said that a moment ago, like taking a path that leads you to your purpose, like I looked over at this energy, and it feels like that's what Aquarius is going through. Like you had to take several detours and pit stops and all kinds of stuff to get to where you thought you wanted to be, only for it to lead you to a bigger purpose. Okay, so Holy Spirit, guardian angel, ooh, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be here to give messages to Aquarius and to the collective for their highest good and their highest good only. I ask that you dispel any meddling energies, low vibrational energies that try to introduce themselves during this reading. Okay, so let's see what your karma looks like. What's the energy for Aquarius? The Hierophant. I'm telling y'all, this is very much so about morals. This is very much so about doing what's right. Possibly having to go back to basics, back to tradition, in that sense. Yeah, it's like being in a space where you're weighing out the dark and the light. And something about that is definitely transforming at this time, with this dove being here is a representation of Scorpio, which, you know, is ruled by Pluto, which is also in retrograde. Pluto is destructive. Okay. Pluto brings death, but also brings rebirth. Okay. So there's an energy of like something Pluto related. It could be a Scorpio. It could be this Pluto return for the United States and just the destruction of infrastructure as we know it, triggering you to where you're looking at maybe like how you contributed to the dark part of what we're seeing as a collective. And now look how bright this light is shining over here. Like trying, you know, like making peace with it. Ooh, y'all, look, and transformation is here. Okay, with the Phoenix. Yeah, big transformation energy. So I feel like you're coming to terms. Like some of you guys may have even like had that realization. I have to keep using like the cosmetic one because I really can't think of anything else like surface level that I could I don't know. I just got a message, new deal. It's about like a real estate transaction, but this says new deal. It says light rehab. Ooh, shit. That was very timely. Okay. It's like coming to terms with, okay, I've been in the wrong profession. I've been on the wrong path. I've been within the wrong industry. I thought that this was going to I thought that what I'm currently doing was going to make some type of significant change or some positive contribution to the world. But I realized that the part of it or the side of it that I've been on actually contributes to it negatively. And so now coming to terms with that and being in like preparation to move towards the lighter side of whatever it is that you've been doing. Your path is becoming like so clear. But there's like, look at what is being left behind, you know, like skulls, snakes, like shedding skin. Like there's an ugly part of this, but there's also a very beautiful part of it. Aquarians are going to be bringing a lot of transformation, a lot of balance, and a lot of reflecting to people around them, situations around them, and things of that nature. Even like seeing like the dove, you know what I mean? We associate that with like funerals, you know, rebirth. People, you know, I've seen people let off doves at like baby showers and things of that nature. And then we have the phoenix here, okay, rising from the ashes, but headed towards the light. So it's a really beautiful energy, especially because the Hierophant is representation of Taurus, and this transformation card being representation of Scorpio, both fixed signs. Definitely your energy here. Okay, what did I use next? Oh, I think I used these next. Spirit, show me the situation as it pertains to this karma that's here for Aquarius. The Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, coming to terms. It's like you had to go low before you could go high. You know, like realize, I see the Ace of Swords here, but all I could really pay attention to is the airplane, the elevation. And then there's like this ray of light that's actually coming off of this sword. Oh my God, it's glowing. I never really looked at it like that. But it has like a shine or a glow about it. Typically, the Ace of Swords, this would be a representation of it being upright, okay? But the sword in this card is actually facing down. There is a mixed, paradoxical, contradictive type of energy that comes off of this card, because the Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's about receiving information and things of that nature. I would also see this as spiritual downloads, especially since this sword is coming right through the crown. But if I had gotten this in reverse, right, despite the positioning of the Ace of Swords on this card, if I had gotten this in reverse, it's more so of a representation of being victorious, but only through some type of disaster, destruction, chaos, etc. Okay? So whatever it is that you're coming to terms with or coming to some type of realization with, it's either information that you already received, it's information that you downloaded, it could be information from the internet or something of that nature. Like I said, the news and all of that seems very significant here. It's shattering your belief systems. Okay. Yeah, it's information for sure. With the Nine of Wands here, this is about fortitude, but I always am so drawn to the mailman. He's iced out. He's cold. He's detached, you know. Yeah, you know, like this would actually be like what I'm describing, right? Because like imagine if you actually have, some of you guys may be postal workers, right? So you may have overlooked the fact that you receive information before the masses. You receive information and then you have to deliver it. So whatever this is that you're coming to terms with, this new realization, this reflection about your belief systems, your foundation structure, things of that nature, you're in a space where you're so uncomfortable in the position that you're in, delivering it now, right? It's like you need a bigger platform. Because he's got to take this information up these stairs. This damn bag, it look heavy. It look unstable. And he's going to have to figure out a way to get this information up the chain. Okay? Tell me one more thing about why this is showing up here. Yeah, and then you have success. With the Six of Pentacles here, again, look. And I told you I just got that message about light rehab or whatever. I know that these are wheels, but don't that look like tissue paper? The fuck? Yeah, look. So I said you got to figure out like how to get this information up the chain, right? Like to a bigger platform, or you're trying to figure out how to reach more people or something with whatever it is that you're doing. Again, there's kind of like this protesting type of energy, something, a cause or something that you may originally had like you felt like you would have to go at alone. I feel like that's why you're showing up here with the Nine of Wands. You're going to be successful, whatever this is relating to, because he does find a way to get this light to a bigger platform. Someone with some type of clout is not the word. Statute, something of that effect. And then just the fact that the Six of Pentacles has all of these like rays of light, and it's being given, right, from a smaller individual or someone with a lower statute. But ultimately, it's information that you're successful at delivering. He's reading a newspaper. I hope y'all following here. I hope y'all following me, because these are deeper than I thought they were going to be. Woo. Then the same energy is coming out that was in the Gemini reading. And I read it. I read the meaning for this card in the Gemini reading, and it was very much so giving like power grid issues. When I started your reading, the Four of Pentacles hit the ground, which is Sun in Capricorn. So Capricorn season could be of some sort of significance. Some of you guys may be able to decipher the collective energy that I'm picking up on by going to look through the news stories from Capricorn season from, you know, like end of December to January. Well, technically, yeah, look, going through the archives. Oh, look at that sword there. I have never noticed that. Bigger platform. Aquarius. I said you need a bigger platform. Look at this same Ace of Swords. And look at this platform now. I just said you might be able to decipher whatever collective energy. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm getting all discombobulated. Jesus Christ. Be with us all. Oh my God. You may be able, you may be able to decipher why I'm picking up on such a collective energy here, or what it is particularly that you're revisiting, or what information it is that's going to be delivered to the collective by going through the old news from Capricorn season. And she literally looks like she's going through an archive. Okay? Yeah, it's like an energy of like you were giving out this message. I don't know why I just feel like it's me. This is not supposed to be my reading, but it feels like I do need a bigger platform, because all these other low vibrational readers that like spend their time reading on fucking karmic partners and relationships and love and this and that, and they don't be doing nothing but telling y'all what card it is. Oh, yeah, it's the Knight of Swords. Okay, but what the fuck that mean, though? I'm sorry, y'all. I get a little maxed out with the low vibrational energy, because, like, as a reader, I can read everybody else's energy very, very clearly. But most readers, especially those of you that watch me, can attest that it's a little bit more difficult to read for yourself because I too am human. So I can read for myself and I could see something and I'll be like, nah. I could easily like let denial kick in and I'm like, nah, hell no, no, that's not possible. That's not true. That can't be. You know, sitting there clarifying over and over and over again. Whereas as a reader, I'm detached from this information so that I could give it to you in an objective manner. Okay? Anyway, that's like besides the point. It does feel like whoever it is that I'm connecting to that's resonating with this message right now, it feels like you have some type of information that contributes to a collective group. I don't want to say the whole collective, but like this would be in a situation where like you should be a speaker on behalf of a tribe, of a community. Okay? Some of you guys need to go into advocacy as a career. You know what I mean? Like, let's go back to like the whole makeup metaphor. It's like you go from wanting to be a makeup artist or whatever the case may be to being an advocate for the animals that are overlooked or misused to make the makeup. Okay? Shedding light on something. Some of you guys are definitely on like the Pisces cusp because this is sitting on the bottom of the deck, the Fool, which is also Aquarius energy for me. But I did Pisces reading and it was all the way up. And again, there's the energy of this platform. And there's a satellite here. Not to mention, there's Eight of Swords, which this is a television, clearly. This is like, I don't know how old y'all are, but, and I'm probably about to age myself by telling y'all this. I don't know if y'all ever remember, like, before we got streaming TVs, I remember as a kid watching a show, enjoying myself, and then all of a sudden you get like the color blocks on the television because it's some type of like test of our emergency system. That's what this is giving y'all. And then I want to say like either before that or after that, it started to be like a black screen or a blue screen and a little thing would come across it and it would say, we are testing the emergency. There's something, guys, that is very much so brewing in our political system. And I feel like for a lot of my Aquarians or people who have like a strong placement of Aquarius, there's something about your mission in this world that's shifting along with that. You're being challenged, or you will be challenged to show up as some type of advocate for some type of group. This is going to be different for all of you guys. Okay, like for example, when I'm looking at the Fool card here, the fact that he has this dog, I could see this being someone particularly that goes into advocacy for people who need emotional support animals. Okay, like her showing up here, right? This could definitely be a situation. I don't know, her vibe is giving me like, I don't know why I'm getting like Amber Rose, like the slut walk energy. When I'm looking at the lights and stuff back here, it gives me like entertainment industry, but then becoming some type of advocate for like the women that are abused within it or something like that. Interestingly enough, we have both the divine masculine and the divine feminine represented here. Like there's a mission of advocacy that ends up bringing them together or something like that. These readings been way too deep. These air signs, my goodness. Okay, anything else that you can tell me about this? 2 cards. Yeah. See, look, the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Cups, and that's what I'm saying. This feels like this is you, Aquarius. Your 7th house would be Leo. Okay, so this is Jupiter and Leo. This is you, like, I feel like running the race alone. Okay? Or running for some type of cause. Some of you guys may be going into politics. But then I'm looking at the Four of Cups here on the other side, and it's like he's watching this on the television, and then there's another individual who is watching this on the phone. They seem to think that this is like a spilled milk type of situation, and I just glanced over at this other card. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute, but it made me believe too, like this could be somebody who's like on the phone, like ordering DoorDash, ordering food, or whatever the case may be. And then look, you have the Eight of Wands. It's like there's a very fast delivery, a very, very quick delivery of like information, but it's substance filled. This a lot. I hope y'all following. I told y'all in my last couple of posts that some of y'all need to go on and you can unsubscribe, because I have gone through a massive upgrade, and some of y'all, we not gonna be on the same wavelength. Some of y'all been watching me, but y'all ain't been hearing me though. And so parts of y'all are coming with me to the next level, and some of y'all can't go. Sorry. Tell me more about this. Oh, this Nine of Swords. This also came out in the Gemini reading, and when it came out in the Gemini reading, it was immediately giving baby formula shortage. Okay, right now it's giving you being the advocate of such a thing. I said whatever it is, the fast delivery that's coming in is substance related. It could definitely be some type of delivery of food, baby formula, okay, water, fuel, gas, power. And underneath that, it's the Ten of Cups. And it's like this, oh my gosh. I know that, yeah, this is a global energy, because I was going to say the Ten of Cups came out first. And it's like people are in line for this. People are like celebrating that they're like the next generation is going to be okay, right? In this card, I'm seeing a representation of both a child that would have been able to overcome the formula shortage, but also a new generation that's glad that somebody stood up for them, okay? That somebody advocated on their behalf. I'm using like this baby formula thing because it's a current event, but of course it's sitting here on this Nine of Swords card. Like, tell me this is not giving Biden. Okay. Okay. This is not a political channel at all. Okay. This is not a political channel, but yeah, and see, he has on the pen of the United States, which typically a president has. Why is it so dark around him? And why didn't nobody say thank you when he brought all that baby formula over here? Is there something wrong with everybody? I feel like that's how Aquarius feel. I do have Aquarius in my chart too, so I could definitely resonate with this reading. Yeah, look, Seven of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, why did nobody fucking say thank you for the warning, for the protection? Thanks. Okay? For fighting on your behalf. Okay. Who or what is bringing in this karma? First off, why does Aquarius deserve this karma? The Eight of Pentacles, because nobody sees it the way that you see it. Because nobody has devoted the time that you've devoted in both the dark side of this situation and now the light. Yeah, with the Empress here, because you have women, children, you have their best interest in mind. This is also... Ooh, y'all need to go and like, some of y'all need to pay closer attention to the community post that I make. I didn't used to do them so often, but now like there are messages that I get like really, really fast, and I'm like sitting there like deciphering it while Spirit is giving it to me, and it's just too much going on to make a video. So Though I would assume that Spirit's probably going to start to do that. But I made a post. It has trigger warning on it. It's for highly evolved individuals only. I talked about Bolivia. I talked about the lithium there. Okay, for those of you who do not know where Bolivia is, it is a little village in the, no pun intended, Amazon. The fuck. But lithium is also something that is used to power clocks. Well, I could translate that directly into Saturn, which is currently in your sign. Okay, this gentleman is sitting here. He's dealing with all of these watches, all of these clocks, and things of that nature. I'd imagine that most people take their clocks or their watches to this individual when it needs a battery replacement. It feels like somebody's capitalizing on that, but that's a side note. Somebody else realizes that it's time, right, to put the collective abundance before their self-abundance. Somebody realizes that. Yeah, because look at this baby. This baby don't look happy. Where the fuck is my formula, bruh? The fuck? There's an energy of like power being transferred over to a feminine. Oh my God. There are so many predictions in this. Globally, it's not even funny. Somebody's time is up. And it feels like there are going to be some women that are ascended into power. Primarily because women in nature, okay, make good mothers. Even if they don't have children, it's in our nature to nurture, okay, people that are a lot less vulnerable than us. No disrespect to men, but y'all can be quite vulnerable too. Yeah, y'all physically strong and all that, but I bet y'all couldn't give birth to a child. Okay, I'm not talking about your biological restraints, okay, your anatomical restraints. I'm talking about what it takes to bear life for 9 months and then to bring it into a physical manifestation in this world. That's something that women do. Y'all don't understand. Heavy is the crown. Yes. Heavy is the crown. Okay. All right. Who or what is bringing in this karma for Aquarius? The Queen of Cups. The mother. The therapist. An older woman with some type of wisdom. I don't know what this is, but why does it look like this is giving the day after tomorrow. I know that this is a therapist and they're sitting in like a therapy session, but it's reminding me of the day after tomorrow when they're all in the library and it begins to flood outside. That's what this is giving. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. It's flooding. Look, they're knee deep. There's koi fish swimming around. Now, I know that for some of y'all, that's going to make y'all anxious. But koi fish are also symbolic to luck. They told me to get this deck earlier. I didn't listen. So let me listen. Particularly, I'm about to just go in here and find the koi fish card. This is the animal spirit. This says the spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you, Aquarius. Wow. Okay, I want to find the koi fish in here. It went right to... Ancestors working all the time. What else fell out? Hummingbird spirit, which I seen one of these the other day on somebody's like dash or hanging from, they had like a glass beaded hummingbird or whatever. I originally thought that it was a peacock, but it was a hummingbird. This says be here now, the number 34, which breaks down to a 7. It is some type of introspection. It could be a challenge or whatever the case may be. And then we have 36, which breaks down to a 9. Koi fish spirit, it says there's always enough. Yes, I like this. Okay, let me read this message for y'all. This definitely took a turn. This is not what I set out for, and I feel like that is a direct message. Okay, it says the koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance that you need. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity, so begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. It says, even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. Yes, it says in your little pond, there is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are. For koi fish spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. The protection message says, are you feeling a sense of scarcity? It says, afraid you will not have enough and not be enough to meet the challenges that you face. Whatever your outer conditions, they are temporary and reflecting what was set forth in the past. Yes, because Saturn is retrograde in your sign right now, which it was there, I want to say briefly, in November, either last year or a year and a half ago. And on the 20th of this month, it's going to go back into Capricorn, 29 degrees, which is where it was 2 years ago when the whole pandemic started and there was scarcity of toilet paper and all of that, or whatever. All of that is starting to come back around, okay? But this says, koi fish spirit is your ally in changing those conditions by transforming your inner beliefs about scarcity and plenty. Perhaps you've suffered a loss or are afraid that you soon will, or you have been scraping by and feeling there are simply no opportunities available for you to better your circumstances. Koi fish ask you to find prosperity within you by connecting to spirit through spiritual practices. Spirit wants to remind you that your natural state is one of abundance. It says, remember all that you have to offer so that you can generate your own opportunities, love relationships, and even more. It says, even if you feel you have little to give right now, find it within you to give to someone else. Even if it is just a few encouraging words, a smile, or a helping hand. Your action will remind you that you have more than it appears. More gifts, more strength, more wisdom, more abundance, more money. Okay? It says, as you give to others, your own sense of prosperity grows and your outer conditions begin to shift in an alchemical reaction. Prosperity and love are yours to receive, experience, and enjoy. Believe it. Oh, I love this. I love this. Okay, so let's go back to this card for just a minute, right? Because I asked why it is that you deserve this karma. And I said that you have a message that needs to be delivered, or you're coming to some realization that you need a bigger platform, or you're not necessarily sure why at this point your messages are not reaching a larger audience or something like that, or there's been a delay or something of that effect. do hold on, okay? Because when we look at the therapist, right, she more so is a listener. And I feel like this takes us back to what I was saying. You're coming to terms right now, okay? That's also what the priest does. Listens to people's confessions and things of that nature before imparting some type of wisdom on them. So as she's listening, she's getting prepared to respond with love, with prosperity, with abundance, right? This person is afraid to put their feet in the water, and she's knee deep in it, feeling all the feels for everybody else, right? Processing them, and then giving some type of logical approach as to how they can reach their highest potential. This is amazing. I am so here for this. Oh, I'm so here for this. Okay. I lost track of what I was doing. Oh, Spirit, what's the message for Aquarius, please? Ooh, that's a lot. You have magnetized your motivation. This is Peridot. Tourmalinated quartz came out. If you're interested in finding out about this card particularly, go watch the Gemini reading, because I'm about to put all these back. It's too many. And then I have Tibetan black quartz. It says to light up your spiritual path. Okay, I'm going to read these two. If you're going to go and watch Gemini reading, you'll find out a little bit more about the tourmaline quartz, which is also available in the store if you would like to get you some. But I feel like that might be more of an external energy. Dang, these were supposed to be short readings. I cannot believe we're 41 minutes in. I should have prepared myself for this, especially since Saturn is in your sign. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Okay. It says, precious peridot, a chic type of olivine, is like vitamin D of your crystal diet plan. The stone's sunny energy and candy lime hues promote a zest of life. The intensity of peridot's green shade comes from iron, a metal with an energy that gets things done. Hell yeah. It says, who needs it? Brooders, the lackadaisical, anyone dreading those long winter nights. It says where to put it. Wherever you give chase to love, money, power, and joy. When to use it, when you're not applying yourself. It says success isn't something to be afraid of. You have permission to unabashedly go for it. Power up with peridot and enjoy the ride. Magnetize your motivation. I'm fucking here for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is Tibetan black quartz. What it is, the black in Tibetan black quartz references the storm-like burst of an inky mineral often found inside the stone. The Tibetan references the crystal's Himalayan origins. Play up from the Himalayas. Okay. It says, oh, I'm sorry, I celebrated that for a minute, and Spirit said, oh, whoa, because that's who they used to be. I just can't keep up. Okay, it says, Tibetan black quartz reminds those on the spiritual path to non-judgmentally ask, could I have been clearer right now? Who needs it? Metaphysicists, occultists, tantrists, and Sagittarians. Where to put it? Wherever you're looking to elevate the vibe. Operate on a higher plane. Yeah, and I told y'all all I could really think of was damn plane. It says operate on a higher plane and explore the vastness of your human consciousness. When to use it? When you're chasing enlightenment on the meditation cushion, and when you're pulling tarot cards. This asks that you light up your spiritual path. This has been a long ass reading, but I want to pull y'all one more, and then I'm going to get an outcome card, and we're going to go on over to the extended. One more, Spirit, for Aquarius, please. One more message. Not the fact that y'all gave me 3. Get answers to your biggest questions. Get real with your truth. Get into your depth. Feed your fires. One message, please. If I could just get one for Aquarius. Okay. Bismuth. It says rewrite your code with rainbows. Okay. What it is, an iridescent crystalline metal with a step structure. Where'd that card go? Where'd that card go? And then look how the card just can disappear. The card with the mailman with the stair steps. Okay, I showed it to y'all, but that's what comes to mind. It says an iridescent crystalline metal with a stair step structure that forms when liquid bismuth cools. Bismuth's energy is focusing, conductive, and awakening. Who needs it? The easily distracted, burners, people who are very bored. Where to put it? It says on your desk in Silicon Valley and in your utility belt in Black Rock City. When to use it. For those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill, lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or 1,000,000 powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. It says then break out of tired, gray thought patterns and get en route to a more colorful, energized life. I'm here for that. All right. Let's get you an outcome card. We're going to go on over to the extended. I'm going to look at how the outcome of this particular karma, and it was a lot, how it plays into your relationships overall. I'm going to look at your love life, your finances, in the karmic cycle overall, where it's headed. I'm going to see how you feel about this. I'm going to see how you view it, and anything else that Spirit has for you, okay, in the extended. The link is down below. What's the outcome here? The Hangman. Yeah. Lackadaisical. Okay. Being kind of like caught in between worlds, right? Kind of knowing, or, you know, like, okay, if I looked at this Hangman, it would be an energy of somebody being caught up, okay? Caught up, tied up, held up, whatever the case may be, right? This would be an energy of realizing how you may have contributed to the delay. Saturn energy, right? But then also looking at what you've learned since then in order to free yourself, okay? And y'all, yeah, Pisces. Okay, anyway, this has been a long enough reading. I absolutely love you guys, but I gotta get to the rest of the, I gotta do Libra, and then I gotta get to the earth signs. I'm sure that's gonna be really interesting. I love you guys. See you later.